It's an important point, I think, that needs to be raised after the remarks by my predecessor. Nobody that I'm aware of on this side of the aisle or anywhere else is talking about putting this body in charge of the pandemic response. Nobody believes that the legislature should be in charge. But you know who's supposed to be in charge? And the inconvenient truth is that the people are supposed to be in charge in this country. Yeah, that's different. You know what? I can find a lot of things that work better in China than work in America. Because here we believe that the people are in charge. Our Constitution says that the power, the legislative power of the state of Michigan is vested in the Senate and in the House. This is where it's supposed to be. This is where the voice of the people comes to life. This is where the voice of the people takes charge. And it's an inconvenience. And it doesn't always get it right. But it is the truth, and it is the amazing truth of how our country works. Freedom, liberty, the opportunity for the people to have control over their own destiny, to make the mistakes, to get it right, and to sacrifice that for any cost is antithetical to the very nature, the very founding of this country and of this state. We must concede control of every issue to the people. And the people have vested that authority here. And that's why SB1 or other attempts to plant that flag again and again and again are so critical, because we are pushing that whole foundation of this nation down right now out of fear. We're pushing it down out of convenience. We're pushing it down to make a point that says, we can do it better than you. We know better than you. We care about you. Trust us. But when in the history of humanity can we look back and say that when leaders took power from the people, that they later just gave it back? And if we don't continue to drive that message, and in particular, if we don't stand up for the sanctity of this branch of government in antagonism to the other branch, we will jeopardize our very future's ability to continue to speak for freedom and liberty for the people. And so I ask for your support for this bill. I ask that we continue to plant that flag, not one that says we know better, not one that says we can do it better, but one that says our job is to speak for the people. And if the people want a mask mandate, we'll vote on it. If the people want to close restaurants, we'll vote on it. If the people want a curfew, we'll vote on it. We're not taking away all the emergency and the quick response here. There's still time for those things, and we need that. The executive needs those things. Nobody's denying that, least of all me. I supported the executive at the beginning when they needed that power and that speedy response. But it's been a year. How long can an emergency draw on? When in the course of American history did we suspend the legislative influence on the policymaking? Not during any war, not during any past epidemic. Colleagues, we have to stand in antagonism against executive overreach, and this is our latest attempt to do so. I ask that you vote yes.